Welcome to episode number 13 of the Spire tutorial series. In this episode, we are going to spawn our enemies in the scene when the game starts. We will make a flexible system for this so that we can add and remove enemies at runtime later in the series. This will come in handy when enemies die, for example. Let's go! First, let's start with the enemy board view. This will hold and manage our enemy views that are on the board. We create a script for this in the views folder. We also create a new game object in the views section of the scene. This new enemy board view game object will have 3 slots. You can have more if you want, of course. We also add the new script to the game object. Then we position the view and the slots in the scene. The enemy board view script will hold the slots as a list of transforms and will also have a list of actual enemy views for all the enemies that are currently on the board. We then create an add enemy method, which will have the enemy data as parameter. The method will first get an empty slot, which we can calculate with the number of enemies currently on the board. We then create an enemy view. We could create the views directly here, but I like to have the creation logic separated in a creator script. So let's go back to the editor and create an enemy view creator in the creators folder. The script will be a singleton and will have a reference to the enemy view prefab. It will then have a method that creates the enemy view, sets it up with the data, and returns it. Back in the enemy board view script, we can call the creation method from our new creator. We pass it the data and the slot's position and rotation. We then also set the parent of the enemy view to the slot and we add the enemy view to our enemy views list. Later, we will have a remove method here as well, so that we can remove enemies when they die, for example. In the enemy system, we can create a new setup method that will take a list of enemy data and will create the enemies on the board. For this, we also need a reference to the enemy board view here. In the match setup system, we now can add a list of enemy data. We then call the setup method and pass it the list. Oh, and let's make the enemy system a singleton. Now let's add the creator to the scene and give it the prefab. Also reference the enemy board view and the enemy system. In the enemy board view script, we have to reference our slots as well. And in the match setup system, we have to add some enemy data. Make sure that you add a maximum of 3 because we only have 3 slots. Now in play mode, we have enemies. They look cool, but they do nothing at the moment. Let's make them attack when we end the turn. We will do this in the next episode. If you enjoy my videos, please leave a like or a sub. It helps me a lot. Thank you for watching and see you next time.